or guns on their hands. And we can actually see April just landing there, and Footy actually had an idea that maybe I'm going to drive over that guy. But no, April will get on that vehicle, and they should be fine with the landings.
Seems like everything is resolving just fine. We spoke about the hot drop that bystanders will have in Yasnaya once we come to Erangel, and it is manifesting itself with Howl actually committing.
All the way on the next to the garage. Wage is proning here. So this guy, yeah, he's gonna be a dead man definitely. And the rest of the pack, they are coming in, but they are considering it twice. But we do have April actually waiting here, so he's gonna be having his turn, and that's gonna be a second player falling down. There's gonna be the drive-by actually works in the end. So that's only one player remaining for Ghetto Gang. That's gonna be Blazer, and he tries to go all wheels blazing towards his teammate. But now the angle doesn't see anybody for now, and Whoopsters, they have no idea where the remains of that squad is, or the one player, if they have been counting the players, and it's gonna spot one from the smokes, but the shots, they are just not connecting, as Navi and FaZe elsewhere are also having a situation going on. We're gonna go there shortly as soon as this situation has resolved.
Tough time for Whooptrox. They send us out over to clear the bridge camp, and he clears it, giving up his life for them. They come back, Ghetto Gang camping on the other side, but at least Duffy is able to resolve it with the drive-by. Once again, he's been one of these consistent performers, and ever since he's joined Whooptrox, he's been putting up numbers for them. FaZe, they were camping the bridge, and as they come in very, very late on that circle, I mentioned the southern sides were going to get tricky, and they get tricky for FaZe. You lose everyone except Fix. Even though they take those 2 bridge kills, that's all for now. And Fex, once again, has to put up a performance like we've seen from Diggory earlier, and they'll be able to make use of it. Howl, 11 minutes into the game, they finally found the vehicle, and they're finally making their first rotation out of Yasnaya. But they'll probably end up in a dip, and it's looking like they'll end up in a dip that bystanders has already taken. So that's certainly an issue for Howl. They're cruising right on into the bystanders. Keanu and Flamey, they're ready in the dip. The pre-nades are out. The drive-by is good though. Keanu, no way he can 1v4 transfer spray them all. He does a lot of damage, but that's a split punished, and that's bitter news for the bystanders, who ended up coming out of that hot drop a lot better off than Howl, but just one single send into the 2-2 split, and suddenly they got the short end of the stick. And when they need to, I suspect we'll see them show up. Obviously, things can always go wrong. Things go a little bit wrong for Whooptrox right now, and they're headed Howl's way. They've got to get the drive-bys instantly. Yeah.
First one is going to die, definitely. He wants to make a U-turn immediately. Fez is going to be burning themselves in the end. Navi is going to be joining the party as well, so Fez clan is gone. Navi is still standing in a way, and Fuchi, the last man from Boops, just leaving. So Howl getting one more kill on the same deep where they've wiped down half of bystanders earlier.
Might even crash for the shack. They're not even considering the apartments. They want to fly on right on by. Fuji's got the molly out, but he's going to do so much work once again. It's Exalt from the outside that I help, and they get the first knock. He lines one up, and they're blocking the door. He's just collecting presents coming into his room. Oh, Tokyo Manji Gang, no chance at all.
Oh, that is proper feeding. I mean, he was just waiting there, and all the knocks were just coming inside. I mean, somebody else was killing them from the outside, and they were just trying to crawl inside, and he was waiting there. So all the kills he got from that situation, they were knocked by somebody else as they tried to find the cover from inside of that shack. We saw Navi and Howl having a battle, and Navi is pretty much gone, unfortunately. So Howl will be still standing, but they lost one player. Lost has got but 6 kills so far. They managed to get some out of bystanders, some out of Whooptrox, and now some out of Navi as well. And they do have some vehicles, but where are they gonna send with those? That's the question.
Oh, we've been talking about congested and not a lot of space. Liquid is the prime example of that. They've got 2 meters of cover. Now the nades are coming on in, and if Spyro has anything more to work with, he's got 3 more of those. If he just lobs them up the hill, if he doesn't get pinned down by Exalt here, that's Team Liquid done. Look at that. Perfectix and Spyro, they're going to combo them up. They're going to lob them free, and that's going to be a re-knock and another. It's just James left. They're getting blown up by Northern Lights. James wants to get the hell out of there. He's barely going to make it even. But just like that, the Northern Lights, we said they were disappointing, but when they see that chance, when they get a chance to strike, they instantly pull it off.
Yeah, let's see how far Jim's gonna get. He's the last guy from Liquid who is still standing. Exalt is dangerously close, and the car is not in a perfect shape either. And we can see Toxic players waiting on the other side, where he's gonna park that car. 28 damage coming in. It's gonna jumping out, and that's the end. As Explicit will get the vehicle exploding, and he's jump away. And then we have another huge battle happening here on the eastern side, as the bit of PUBG will find Hovel, but they're gonna be wiped down by Ruhr and Schofield in a matter of seconds when we get to the scene. But PA, or the Plan A, I don't know either what I'm going to call these guys, but yeah, Plan A, they are still here as well, and they know that there's going to be guys so close. We can see Bogarty actually gets the headshot, and the nade's going to follow as well, and that's going to leave only Ruhr as a last man standing for the team, and that's going to be one nade actually finding Extons. That's going to be getting awfully close. No, it's going to go on the different side of a hill, but they have huge damage coming from Ruhr, but in the end, they're going to be wiped down.
Going to be taken out on that eastern side. Plan A move on. They don't have a whole lot of space on their hill left to play, but maybe just enough to hold on out. Maybe they have to go for the next end in the next few minutes. We'll see how much space is really still available. But it's heating up on all the edges again. We have 8 teams with only 25 players alive, which tells you about as much as everyone's been taking a lot of damage, a lot of solos in shacks, a lot of duos here in compounds. Northern Lights trying to clear another one. It's a perfect molly. Acalyptos barely stays out of it. Spyro, he's about to clear these stairs, maybe get a flash on in first. He's trying to get the pre-fire, and the pre-fire is good enough. He knows exactly where to shoot because the mollies closed out the rest of the space. And Northern Lights, even though Lou seems to have disconnected, they're still putting good numbers up, taking control of their compound.
The damage is there when it's the first guy going to be dropping out of the car. That's going to be just a matter of seconds. But still, somehow they are still getting away. That's the first, but still 3 guys in the car. Extra's going to be stopping there. They can't heal. They have to reverse, actually, as Toxic players will do their job from the different angle. And also Bachuling from the different one. They're going to be completely pinched down, and just Booker T trying to use the vehicle as a cover. And the nades are already pouring in. But Toxic players luckily still that far away, and they are not getting the right targets. We can see also No Tag, they want to get a piece of the action as well. Bogarty falls down. Exton's just the last man standing anymore, and that's gonna be the team wiped in a matter of seconds when Toxic players or either No Tag will find the proper angle.
I was absolutely mind blown that Plan A made it into that dip with almost 4 players alive. Now they're down to 2. It's a little bit more reasonable, but we could see what happened to the Toxic players when they wanted to take the aggression. They instantly got popped by the Northern Lights from the west. They instantly took a lot of damage. It's rough to try and move down from these little dips that they have to play. Now that No Tag as well is starting to stretch on out their compound, starting to take more ground.
Yeah. It is hard, and O'Connell's position is going to be perfect, actually getting Plan A down. They're going to be wiped together with Bachulins. We can see Northern Lights still shooting also way towards Exalt as well, so they can still have some cover on that deep. So 4 teams remaining. No Jack, Toxic players with 4 players, Exalt with 3, and Northern Lights with 2. And now we can see these guys getting down, and if there's going to be anybody remaining, no, because that team is gone.
It's looking like it's going to work on out a little bit, at least for the time being. And there's Batulins, there's the Northern Lights, there's the utility we love to see, and that second nade and the third one, they're perfect as well. They're bouncing through the cars. Fade's down to 30 HP. The other 2 are flushed, and that's just the Northern Lights you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, Fate was actually lucky with the vehicle explosion as well. But yeah, excellent nades coming from the Chulins as always. When you see the Northern Lights player coming with a nade and jumping in the air, there's usually something bad happening pretty soon, like 5 seconds after it. Fate, that's why he's scouting so heavily, and now he's going to have a small glimpse of him. He knows the location, and 3 nades still remaining, so we'll see how he's going to be using those. But it's going to be first a mini duel, but Fate is going to be spotting down Chulins at the same time as well. The damage is there, and No Jack, they will just completely wipe down the 2 guys outside of the zone, as Chica, as a last man, together with Sail, they need to defend now the area, and they cannot focus towards Northern Lights at all.
They cannot. I said they had to keep their edge clean if they wanted to have a chance at winning this game, or a chance of surviving in this game, and they're going to try to do it now. They've got to get a little bit of help from Batulins. He doesn't have a whole lot of bullets. He doesn't have a vest anymore, but still got nades. They still have nades on Spyro as well, and they've put up 14 kills, Copter. And look at that. Jikafiro lines up 2 with the Groza, puts them down. But as I said, there is no vest from Batulins. That is a very quick knock. towards the Northern Lights.
I'm maybe a little bit surprised how long Fade actually has been able to stay alive here. But I mean, yeah, just a great gameplay. We'll see Patchoulings, more nades are incoming, and that might be the one. It's going to deal the damage, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be 28, so it's going to be left with still with 75 because he was just doing the first aid kit. Now that headshot will put him down to 1 HP, but he's still standing, and Toxic players, they're not doing anything, but Northern Lights, they want to get rid of this guy because they need that area, and Spyro's going to find that final shot, and now, because he's Sail, he's going to go for the risky push. He's going to be running a little bit forward. Going to go proning, though, because his Spyro coming down from that hill. He's going to be spotting him just in a matter of seconds because the Giga be spotted down. That's the spray we were looking for, and Sail as a last man standing, 1 versus 2. Spyro, Patchoulings, they are just not yet finding the angle, but they know that he's going to be hiding somewhere along that road, and as long as he's going to be opening that spray, he's going to be spotted down, and this is a matter of time. That nade is going to be perfect right on the face, and Northern Lights, they will do it. 17 kills. That's going to be, that guy needs to see a dentist.
I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on glass.